Hello. We've just had a little joke there, but I can't tell you about that one. We can't do that one. But how is everyone? I hope you're all doing all right. Thanks for joining us for the Aston Villa pre-match analysis. So our gaffer, Ollie, obviously, is still going to be not travelling with us. What's the ground called? The Villa? Is it Banks Stadium or something?
Yes,
Is it?
Bank Stadium in Warsaw.
Yeah, well done. You see, this is why we have to have Allie here. She knows all the way grounds because she's been to them all. No, yeah, so obviously Ollie's still off with COVID. Not sure what other injuries we're going to have a lot. Have you heard anything, Al? I mean, we're recording this on very late on Friday evening.
Yeah. From last time I heard is Cisco had a knock, but that's why she wasn't travelling to Sheffield.
Sure.
But the training video that came out this morning had her in training,
Cool.
so that keeps thing. Other than that, it's only the ones we know about. So that's Leon still out
Barker.
for a little bit, and Barker and stuff like that. So as
Yeah.
far as I'm aware, he's got, apart from the ones out in Australia, well, India still for
Sure.
the Asia Cup, we've still got a full squad to select from. So
Not
all is
bad.
good.
Not bad, not bad. Now, just a little bit background. We drew last year, it was now, at the home match. And yes, it was a difficult one with Alan obviously getting that little sort of header in, wasn't it, at the injury time, losing us the 3 points back in September. So I think we're sort of on par at the moment. They've got a lot of our players as well, Al, haven't they? Little John Lehman, Pacheco, and not forgetting Jill Scott. Wow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think Jill
Pick
Scott to Villa
anything you
was,
like out of that.
I was going to say, I think Jill Scott to Villa was it was a great signing. Obviously, she wants to do it because she wants to make sure she's in contention for Euros.
Yeah.
She did that last year by going
Fair
to
enough.
Everton and got herself an Olympic place. So it makes complete sense because City's midfield is probably one of the only areas they've got so many players
Totally.
for. So it does make sense. But we have good record against Jill Scott. Because it was her Everton that we managed to draw against at the end of last year, which got us the crucial point to make sure we stayed up.
Yeah.
Villa seems to be a team that we draw against,
Yeah.
which last season worked in our favour. It kept us both up. This season, less so. We could do with a win. We've only ever beaten them once, and that was in the FA Cup for our FA Cup run, which got us to the final.
Yes, and it was yes, I remember that. Yeah.
And that's
yeah.
when they used to play at Boldmere.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a tough match. I think Villa match us very well in the fact they are a physical team. You know, you've got players like Remy Allen, you've got players like that.
Yeah. I think we're quite, obviously Anita Asante as well. They've got some cracking players there. But I think actually it's a really smart signing going back to Jill Scott because one thing they were lacking in the box was height. They've got a little width there,
small.
and there was
They're
a lot
quite
coming.
small.
Yeah, there was a lot of width. I mean, they're strong. I think actually they're quite on par with us. I feel there's a very similar team, and it's not just to do with the colours.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They are very physical, which we're starting to see a lot more physicality in the league as a whole, which I'm loving because I love that kind of play. There's only so much like quick footwork and tricks and stuff like that you can do, but to have a proper like battle is what I love about this game.
Absolutely, yeah. But again, that's one thing I think it's going to be very difficult to contain is Jill Scott's height, because they do get a lot into the box, but it just seems to be that finishing touches. How are we going to contain them, Al? What are we going to do?
I think, again, we're going to play to our strengths, again, which is our wingers. We have got some of the best wingers in the league. We do. I think if we play it like we did against Sheffield, which I really liked, is we had Lisa come in as a false number 9. We had her as a false number 10 in that way. So she could give Claudia the service. And we saw what happens when Claudia gets service. She scored us 2 cracking goals, which she hasn't been able to do for a while. And I think if we're not going to play 2 up front, which Ollie and Konchesky now doesn't like to play.
No.
They only like to play one singular. So if you're going to do that, then we need that false number like in the back. And we've got that with Lisa. So I think that's going to help us goal scoring wise to contain Villa themselves. I'm going to go back to my player of last match, Svikova, because that player runs forward, gets us the balls into the box, pings them over. We've got our own height in Dagny, so that's going to work. But I think I would have probably Joel on the wing, Svitkova on the wing, and then we've got Fisk and Gilly as 2 centre backs.
Yeah, I'd like to
And
see
that's
Joel
gonna be
starting
good
again,
as well.
to be fair.
I would love to see Joel start, but I want to see
Yeah.
Parker starting.
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think Parker has had a cracking few games for us and has
Yeah.
proven her start. Cisco hopefully will be back, so having Howard's going to be a huge deal because obviously she's very solid. And the thing is, we want to hope she keeps her temper.
Yeah, but we kind of love it about her. That's why she's already got her own sort of little tune going on, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
how was Sissoko? I'm sure you've seen some of the videos out
Yeah.
and about there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, one of many songs, I reckon. But yeah, it's going to be a really tough one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. Wouldn't surprise me if it was another draw, and I'm going to go for 1-1.
Ooh. I'm going to have a bit of faith. I think we're on an upspring. We're doing well. We know that this and the Leicester game the week after is a huge game.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be tight. I'm going to give it a 1-0 and I'm going to say it's Claudia getting the goal.
Yeah, and I hope some fans can get along because we've not got a home match now until the middle of, because the Chelsea match has just been moved as well now.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be getting a home match until the middle of March. So we need to get the supporters behind them, and I really genuinely can't because I work on this Sunday evening, don't I?
I can't even just worked it out, like the timing. I spoke to certain people and it was Villa's choice to have it at 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday. I don't know why Villa chose 6 o'clock in the evening on a Sunday because it's in Walsall, so it's not exactly easy for Birmingham fans, like Birmingham side fans, to get there. So yeah,
going to be a tough one, but we're all going to be there supporting them. I'm going to be sitting in the studio watching what's going on while I'm on the radio at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, so anything else you want to add on this one, Al? Anything about the ground or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's cracking ground. It's a League Two ground. I think Walsall's ground is
Walsall.
It's an amazing ground to go to. If we can get there, it will be great to see. I think it is a must win if we want to progress up the table. I think it's safe to say that at the moment we're not in any danger of a relegation battle. So we can only just push on, press on. And I think, look, we win a couple of games, we're going to be fifth, and that's going to be a huge achievement for us. So I do think it's a must win, and I think that's going to get pushed on by Ollie and Konchesky, that's what they want to do, and bring it on.
Yes, come on, West Ham. Yeah, we'll be there in spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks for looking in, like and subscribe and all that sort of stuff, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, Al.
Bye, guys.